When it comes to digital products in the online business space, you basically have two main options: online courses or membership sites. Is one better than the other? Is one a better fit for your business? What are the pros and cons of online courses? What are the pros and cons of membership sites? And how do both of those fit into your online business? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. My name's Lane. I talk about passive income and online business on this channel. So great to have you with me. If you haven't been here before, I'm going to offer you something for free as a way to say thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. If you go to lanesebring.com/super simple, I'm gonna give you my free super simple guide to your first $500 online. It actually lays out the exact steps that I use to create my online businesses, which free up my time and allow me to have a great life, make an impact, and make a great income in the process. I want to put that into your hands for free. Go to lanesebring.com/super simple. All right, so let's talk about membership sites versus online courses. You may have both. You may have one or the other. I know in my business, I started out just with courses where I had a flagship course. Then later I released a mini course, and I had those two courses and they were doing great and making me some money and helping a lot of people. And then last year I launched my first membership site. And so now on my main business, Preaching Donkey, I have a flagship course, a mini course, and a membership site. And I've learned a lot from having those three products: what I like about membership sites, what I like about online courses, and what I don't like about both. So let's first talk about online courses, because I think when most people think about online business, where their mind tends to go is, I'm gonna build a course and I'm gonna sell a course. Now the pros to a course is that you put in the work, you build the course, and once that work is done, your work is essentially finished. I mean, you may update the course down the road, but by and large, once it's done, and you're not really having to maintain it, you're not really having to manage it. What you're doing after that is trying to get people exposed to the course, get it in front of the right people at the right time so that they can purchase it, which makes it a very amazing passive income component. That is a massive pro of online courses. You build them once, and then there's an infinite scale of how many times you can sell them. You can sell it one time or 10,000 times, and it's the exact same amount of work basically for you, especially if you have an awesome tool like Kajabi, which is managing your payment processors, and it's where you build the course, it's where you sell the course. If you want to check it out, use my link below, lanesebring.com/Kajabi. But it can really make that a very set and forget type of business model, which is pretty cool. Now, the cons of an online course is that you have to continually get it in front of new people to continue selling it. And that can often be a challenge if you aren't getting enough leads into your business and you don't have the right kind of funnels to process people through your offerings, the things that you are offering as products. It can be a real challenge. So you have to continually keep that course in front of people. In other words, you got to continually bring people into your business and then provide a sense of value so that when they see your course, when you offer them your course, they'll want to buy it. And that's an ongoing process that you have to do with online courses. So that's a con in a sense, but it's just part of this business model. Another pro of online courses is that you typically can charge more for an online course than you can for a monthly membership fee of a subscription site. So for example, I have a course that's $400 and it sells a lot. It would be very hard for me to sell something at this point in my business for $400 a month, but it's easy to make that as a one-time purchase. So I can put all of this work into a course, I can sell it for $400 a pop again and again and again and again, and the work that is required of me ongoing is almost nothing. I mean, I'll go in and reply to comments occasionally when they come in, but beyond that, I'm just kind of monitoring it, watching the students' progress, getting testimonials from them, and then continuing to launch and continuing to sell it, both in my evergreen email funnel that I have with Kajabi and in different promotions that I do. That's kind of the pros and cons of online courses. Basically, I'm a huge fan of online courses. I think your business should have at least one or two online courses. I like to have a flagship and a mini course, or eventually a flagship and several mini courses that all address different things. Now let's talk about membership sites. What are the pros of a membership site? Well, the main pro, and this is very obvious, is that a membership site gives you monthly recurring revenue. And this is like the best thing you could have as an online business owner. It's the best thing you could have as a business owner. Predictable recurring monthly revenue is what we all want. It's what we all need. It's the only way to kind of gauge, like, how is this business going? What can I expect next month? What can I expect the month after that? That's a massive, massive pro of the subscription model. Now, a drawback is that unlike the online course where you build it once and then you go ahead and set it and forget it, the membership site is very different than that. The membership site requires you to continue to add new content to it every month or every week or however you schedule it to continue to provide value so that people stay subscribed. Nobody's going to just pay you every month to just see the exact same content that was there 6 months ago. It has to be updated and you have to continually add value to it. Now, there's ways to do that that is incredibly manageable, and it doesn't have to take a ton of your time, but it is going to be something that you have to do ongoing. Now, one pro of a membership site is that unlike an online course where you have to do all this upfront work and build the entire course start to finish before you make it available, a membership site, you really don't have to do that. You might put 1 or 2 months worth of content on it and then go ahead and open it up for sale for the first time. And then every month that you continue to add content to your site, it becomes more and more and more valuable. So every time you go to open it back up or relaunch it, it's just that much more valuable to new people who are coming in. A drawback to membership sites is that people do cancel. Every single month, you're going to have what's called churn. This is where people cancel your membership for any number of reasons. Maybe it's not relevant to them anymore. Maybe they can't afford it anymore. Maybe they're just trying to cut back on the amount of subscriptions that they have. Any number of things can be going on, but that is something that you have to keep up with. So if you have 100 members in your membership site and 10 cancel in a month, then you have a churn rate of 10%. And what that means is that if that keeps going on and you lose 10% a month, so 10 the first month and 9 the next month and 8 the next month, eventually you don't have any members unless you're continuing to get new people in there, and that amount of new people is outpacing your churn rate. So in other words, if you lose 10 people in a month but you gain 12 new people, then you've made up for it and you've grown. So that's kind of the math that you have to do as a membership site owner to stay ahead of churn. And then you also have to provide continual value to keep people in there. One major benefit, like one major pro of membership sites is actually the community aspect that you have with your students. You don't really get that in a typical online course. In an online course, they're going through the course material, and if they comment under one of the lessons, you can engage that way. But a membership site typically has a community element, and Kajabi puts this together really well. I've got my membership site in Kajabi, of course, and there's a membership part and a community element, and those two things together make up what people are paying for in their monthly subscription. And that works really well, but there's an ongoing kind of engagement with the community that you want, because that's what keeps people engaged in the community, but it's also going to require you to do ongoing work. The way I deal with this is I schedule some time each week to go in the community to spur some conversation and to reply and respond to anyone who's left a comment. And that tends to help to keep it from consuming my entire work week, but also have me be present in the community and be continuing to add value and coaching that way. I think overall, the pros do outweigh the cons on a membership site, but the key is you have to have enough people. If you don't have enough people paying each month to make it worth how much you're doing each month, it's a real problem. And so you might start out with a small membership site, but as quick as you can grow it, the better, because as it scales, you're making more money per month with each person who comes in. And so the work that you're doing is being compensated at a higher level. Not to mention, the more people you have in there, the more chance there is for people to engage in the comments and in the threads, so that it becomes more of a community and becomes more sticky, where you lose more people. Your churn rate actually goes down. So between online courses and membership sites, I think both are good, both have pros, both have cons, but let's be honest, they're both great products that any online business should have as a part of their overall product suite. My suggestion is to start with a course, preferably a mini course, then lead up to your flagship course, and then go ahead and start a membership site. I think that's the best overall system for most online business owners. But I know there are some people who just do not want to do a membership site ever. And that's totally fine. That is totally up to you. It's your business and you can structure it however you want. I know some people who have a course, maybe a flagship course, and they offer coaching and consulting. They don't want to do a membership site because they don't want that pressure of the ongoing work, and I fully understand that. Some people don't want to do courses because they want the engagement ongoing in a community and they just want people to sign up for that, and they don't want to mess with courses because it doesn't seem to fit what they want to do. That's totally cool too. The great thing about this is you get to do what works for you. I'd love to hear below, what do you prefer, courses or membership sites? And be sure to go to lanesebring.com/supersimple, where I'll lay all of this out step by step, how to set this kind of business up if you haven't seen that before. And check out this playlist right here, where we'll go in depth even more into online business and all the different ways that you can earn passive income in online business. So click right there and I'll see you in that video.